Hi, I'm Nicole Diavola with 2-Minute Yoga, and today we're going to learn step by step how to do the breath of fire breathing exercise. Now, the old saying is true, don't play with fire. So just a little caveat here is that this is a warming, a heating practice. So if you run on the hot side, you may find that this is too much. You don't need to stoke the fires any more than they already are. So just back off and breathe. Same ideas that if you're in a really agitated state or easily agitated, this may not be the breath for you. But for most people, most of the time, this is going to be a really energizing, nicely warming, appropriate breath. So it's just important to listen to your body, know yourself, and if it doesn't feel right, to just back off. So first, I'm going to show you the breath so you can just get the overall feel for it. And then I'll break it down bit by bit for you, okay? Good. So every time you heard the sound and saw that belly move in, I was exhaling. And that's real important. You'll find out later that we make the sound go with the exhalation, because I could also make a sound. And if you keep doing that, you'll probably get pretty lightheaded and dizzy if you were only going inhale, inhale, inhale. But what we're going to be doing is that exhale, exhale, exhale. And what that does is it empties our lungs, not completely, but it empties the lungs enough to create a vacuum that we don't have to try to inhale. So I exhale out sharply, and then I relax, and the breath just comes in. And that's really key to it, is that relaxing, not trying to go push it out, pull it in, push it out, pull it in. That's way too much, way too complicated. So let's just give it a try. Place your hands on your belly, and we're going to exhale, 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 just a couple of times, trying to make that sound, and you'll feel this movement here in your belly. So it's like this. Good. Try that again with me. And that's fine if you're having a little trouble with it. Just keep with it. It gets easy. Now, to make sure that we're actually exhaling when we make that sound, there's a little trick. What you do is place your hands under your nose, and when you make the sound, you should feel that breath coming out on the back of your hand. So let's try that so that you can double check yourself. So place the hand, and let's go with a couple rounds. Good, all right? So now if you don't really feel that force of the breath there, then just pause and take a little time. You could even pause the video here and just practice that part of it before you go on to the next. All right, let's practice a few rounds together. So you can begin with your hands on your belly, and then just when you're ready to, you can bring them down comfortably on your lap when you feel that would be more comfortable. So starting out, exhale. And relax. Good. So far, so good. I'd like to give you a few tips. So as we're working these muscles, they are going to get stronger, which also means they may get tired. So if you just find that you're having a little trouble keeping that rhythm going, then just rest and pick it back up again. It will build over time, just like anything. And speaking of that rhythm, you can slow it down, especially if you tend a little more towards heat, if it tends a little more towards agitation. Go slower than we did in the practice video. Certainly don't go faster. That was a faster way of doing it, which is sometimes a little easier when we're learning it. A good rhythm is more like this. You can try it with me if you're ready to practice again. Good, and finish. Nice. Now, some of the benefits I'd like to tell you about. So it's really good for digestion. It's really, as you can tell, a very stimulating and uplifting type of pranayama practice. It's also really good for helping us work on our third chakra energy, the fire energy, of course, but also that's our energy of purpose and what we're meant to be doing here in life. And it's also our center of gravity. We also call this our power place in our body, right? And what we can do is, as we practice, the motion is coming from this place of power up, right? Up in, through the brain, up through the nose. And we want to really think about that, okay? Because what we're doing is we're bringing energy. Think of it as bringing light, that we're bringing this energy all the way up and into the brain. And it's sometimes called skull shining, so that you can really have this sense of when you, especially when you finish the practice, of just allowing that energy to keep flowing inward and upward, and you just feel this nice, glowing, shining, wonderful feeling, really, from this practice. All right, let's practice together one more time. So sitting tall and relaxed, and hands can start here if you'd like, or you can keep them down on your lap. Ready, let's exhale. And finish. And just feel for a moment. And close the eyes and just feel a sense of energy lifting inward and upward into the brain, forward to the point between the eyebrows. You just visualize light at that point. And when you're ready, open your eyes.